It is fight night, boys. We got the Banter Battles, the first ever reimagined episode. In the right corner, we have Brandon, the two-time defending champion from when we used to do these on live stream. But this is a completely new format, so we're scrubbed back to 0-0. His younger brother, Ben, over there in the left corner. He's ready for his revenge. He's taken a beating in these debates before, but he's ready to come out hot and prove that he is the better brother of the two. This is how the rules are going to work. Each debater is going to have 2 minutes to debate the topic that you guys have selected, and then they'll have 1 minute each to rebuttal the other person's points. And then you, the banter, gets to vote on who the better debater was. But without further ado, I'm going to throw it over to my co-host, Jonathan, and he'll introduce the topic that you voted on last weekend.
It is fight night. The night is finally back. One of Banter Broadcast's staple to the scene. It's great to be here. Boys, tonight's topic was voted by the Banter, and unfortunately, it's Brady versus Mahomes. This is a conversation that we are going to have for a long time, but I'm focusing it on just this season. Which QB is more likely to win this Super Bowl this season? Brandon, since you are the two-time former champ, would you like to go first or would you like to give it a bet?
Nah, I'll go first.
All right, go ahead.
So let's be real. This isn't a topic. This isn't a debate. It has to be the reigning Super Bowl champ, the 7-time champ, Brady. There is no way that we can sit here and debate that the Buccaneers, who brought back all 22 starters of the Super Bowl, do not have a chance of repeating. We cannot debate that because it is not factual. Tom Brady will repeat as Super Bowl champs with the Buccaneers because of what they've been able to bring back on offense. And this past Thursday Night Football, where, yes, he threw an interception or two, but you saw what the offense brought. And honestly, with the new weapons that he had from last season and the ones that he brought back, Gronk looks more healthy than ever. AB, can we just talk about that for a second? The fact that he's looking like prime Steelers AB, and he was able to burn out a corner and go for a touchdown, 40, 50 yards? Brady still has that arm strength. That offense is dynamic. They still have a great run game with Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette. That offensive line is still more stable than ever. There's no debate. Brady doesn't look 44, 45. He looks like still prime Tom Brady. And I'm not even surprised that this isn't that we're even having this debate, because Brady, I wouldn't even be surprised if Ben can't even rebuttal, because Brady looked spectacular on Thursday night.
All right, as we run out of time here, it is Ben's turn to rebuttal that feisty start. Ben, take it away.
Well, it's hard to argue against Tom Brady. He has the most game-winning drives in the playoffs. He has the most fourth-quarter comebacks in the playoffs. So remember, it's sort of the LeBron effect. LeBron doesn't really care about the season. The regular season's fine. Same thing with Brady. If they get into the playoffs, they're always going to be a target. They're always going to be someone they have to look at. Even when they were in the wild card, yes, they did get dumped off. Of course, team-wise, he did have everyone come back. Of course, I'm repeating Brandon's things because, of course, he went first to make it himself easy. But I will say, it's easy to say Brady, but you got to give some credit to Mahomes. Remember, 22 guys coming back from the year before is a very stressful time, especially during the COVID year. They had no team who brought all their starters back actually have won a title since the best team of all time, the 73 Dolphins, brought all these people back, won the title the next year. And I think the divisions have been kind of easier for both sides. It's sort of, we haven't really figured out how good both divisions are. Of course, I do think Brady is going to win a title this year. I don't think that there's any discussion, but it looks like if Mahomes can really muster up that strength from that MVP season, I wouldn't be surprised if they did make a run for it. And that defense can be more opportunistic. Don't get me wrong, it's not as good as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. But the one thing I will want to talk about is the fact that you didn't say probably the most important part of this of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that they brought back. They brought back all their coaches. All of their coaches were instrumental in their victory against the Chiefs last year. They realized that they needed help on the offensive line. So what did they do? They attacked the offensive line, not giving Mahomes any time to throw. That was one of the main problems. Now, the one thing I would look at is the fact of Mahomes has got an offensive line now, and they've looked pretty good. I will say that the Brady Mahomes comparison is easy. Skill-wise, Mahomes wins it, but Brady is going to be better in the playoffs now.
All right, Brandon, you got 1 minute on the clock. Let's see what you got.
Like I said, Ben can't even argue Mahomes, so I don't even know why we're having this argument. Listen, like Ben said, they did bring back all their coaching staff, and that is great. And Ben brought up the 72 Dolphins. You know what they also have in common? They're both from Florida, so why not? Why not bring that into discussion? But the big thing here is the fact that Tom Brady has been able to, yes, this is still week 1, but you also have to look at what the Chiefs did this past Sunday. The fact that they had to come from behind against the Cleveland Browns, who, by the way, I think has one of the best defensive lines, if not the best defensive lines in the league. And Ben wants to point to them having a great offensive line. They got to Mahomes a few times. They did. They were able to get to Mahomes a few times. Brady, he felt pressure, but honestly, he was still able to deliver on majority of the drives that he had. So honestly, I don't see why this is a discussion anymore.
You're not.
It was very good.
All right, Ben, last minute of this debate. It's all you.
You're not seriously comparing the Cowboys defense to the Browns defense, are you? Because I know you're smarter than that, Brandon. You're a senior in college. Please get that one right. But yeah, look, it's not that difficult of an argument to say Brady. But I will say with Mahomes, the fact of the matter is, he is an incredible player. He is a gunslinger that rarely misses. And with the team that he has around him, he is able to improve and go around. I would look at everyone and say, well, they got Tyreek Hill, which is better than any wide receiver, and they've got Travis Kelce, who's better than any tight end that they have. Sure, if you look at anything else, that's fine. I would also say Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to be a better running back than the backfield of Tampa Bay. I won't say that Tom Brady won't win. I think that he will, and that's what I'm saying. But you're not giving any credit to Mahomes. You're not giving any credit to a guy who we look down the line 10, 15 years and say, hey, let's put him in the GOAT conversation, because I think that's what you're going to look at.
And I'm going to cut you off right there because time is up, and now it is out of both of your hands, and it is in the hands of the community.
God.
So go vote on our poll. As soon as you watch this video, the poll will be open, and you could go and let us know what you think. And also let us know what you think about this debate in general. Who won? But also, what do you think Brady versus Mahomes this year? This was a fun one. I hope you guys enjoyed the first ever episode of Banter Battles. And on that note, we're out.